334. Let's see. City administration remarks.
All right, we're starting with, yeah,
Mr. Nathan.
man of the hour. He's been working hard in
All
here.
right, welcome everyone. Right now, we are recording, well, starting with this meeting, we will be recording meetings and also live streaming them. This exact meeting is not being live streamed right now, but it is being recorded and then will be uploaded to YouTube for people to be able to watch it later on. The A meeting tomorrow will be live streamed as a test, and then moving forward will end up being all of them. So please make sure your microphones are on and you do speak into the microphone, because the recording itself will not pick up anything. It'll kind of pick up a little bit from your neighbor if they have it on, but it will not be clear for the video itself. So yes, so the recording itself will be the wide angle of the whole room, and then the camera behind y'all is going to be the podium camera as well. So, any
Thank
questions?
you.
Sir?
It's back up there.
Thank you, sir.
So it's a, can I ask a question? So it's a 2-camera system now. Do we have are we going to upgrade that at any point in time, or are we going to try this out for a while?
So as of right now, based on the funding, it's only 2 cameras. Later on, if council decides to have more cameras, then each one will be whatever the cost is. Yes.
So I have one thing, just to kind of give you an update on the basketball area. They are waiting on some back-ordered goalposts. They've got to get the really sturdy, solid goalpost, and so they're waiting on those. They're supposed to get them toward the end of this week.
I think they came in yesterday.
Did they? Okay, good, good. Okay, so once those are installed, we'll do the concrete, and then we'll,
I seen him out there working on it, just
Okay.
as we came
good,
in.
okay. All right.
Is that all the city administration remarks? Dawn?
Your mic's not on.
I think that's all we have right now.
Okay, moving on then. Number 3, citizens' comments. They are allowed 3 minutes to speak. Do we have any citizens that are here to speak at this time? All right, not seeing any, we will move on to item number 4. Consider approval of the Type B EDC minutes dated September 19, 2023. So this was the last time y'all met. Unfortunately, I was not here. I had a meeting that went way over time.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
All right, all in favor, say aye, or raise your right
Aye.
hand. All right, any opposed? It's carried. All right.
Any abstained? That'd be you, because you weren't here.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
I guess if
matter.
wasn't here, I can't vote, can I?
Well, yeah, you can. You
So-
can approve them as something that
I can
occurred.
still approve them? Okay. Either way, I can abstain or approve either way. Whatever's technically correct. All right. Moving on to item number 5 then. Consider approval for the Type B EDC financial statement ending September 30, 2023. Mr. Williams.
Good evening, Board. It's good to see you again. This is for the month of September. And this is not the final report, as September invoices are still flowing in. Hopefully, we'll end that within this week to give you the final update next month for the year end. With that being said, for the month of September 30th, as of today, the revenues we received was good. We have reached over our goal, our target goal of $300,000 for the sales tax, and we came in at $304,316, which is a little over 1.4% over our target, which is very, very good. The other favorable news is that our expenditures was well below the target at 96.9. Our target for September for the year to date was $261,545, and we came at $253,470, which is a savings of a little over $8,000. So those are very good, favorable news. As you can see on the next page, our money market for 1B is standing at, right now, $467,526, which is very good. And that leads me to my final comment. And leading into 2024, we have no loan obligations, which is a key.
Except to the city.
Oh, yeah, yes. And at this time, we have no projected sales. We have projected sales revenue that is projected for 2024 of $340,000, and then we have a projected expense of $301,000. We have used the expenditures in September for the basketball court. That is good. That means there is no touch money for 2024 that is being spent for the basketball court. That is a great move by our city manager and our assistant city manager to make that financial transition for 2023 to have it under that. So that is paid in full in 2023. So no money is touched in the budget for 2024.
So, just to clarify, the basketball court then is part of that 261,000 expenditures?
I'm sorry?
So the basketball court is included in the 261,000
Oh, I'm sorry.
expenditures, right?
Right, that is included with that.
Thank you.
And there's no money touched in the 2024 new budget year. So we still have a lot of money we could spend on and do things for 2024 at your wish. That ends my report. These are all favorable, good news for the EDC board. And if there's any questions, I'm here to answer any.
Move to approve.
All right. Donnie's moved to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second. Okay. Cheryl. Any discussion on that? All right. All in favor, right hand. Any opposed or abstained?
Thank you.
Carried. Thank you. All right. Moving on then to item number 6, consider the resignation of Victoriano Perilla from the Type B EDC board. Do I just announce that?
Sure, you
I
can.
just read it. So it looks like Victor has resigned. I guess he's not available on Tuesdays anymore. So he's resigned. So I just need to take a vote on that then.
Why are we voting on this?
We have to accept that? Are you sure? Or-
You talking to me?
I was talking to
So we don't have to vote on
secretary
it?
over there.
Okay.
We don't have to accept it?
We did vote.
Okay. Wonderful.
So do we need to vote on it then? She just said we didn't need to vote. Or we do? Okay. All right.
I'll make a motion to accept his resignation.
All right. Any discussion on that? All right. All in favor, right hand. Any opposed? Same sign. All right. That's carried. All right. Which leads us to number 7, discuss and give staff direction advising for the Type B board vacancy. And I see we have an application in here for a gentleman who's actually active in the community already. He does live in Keene, or he lives in the outskirts of Keene, I guess. Is that correct?
No, he lives over in Spring Creek.
Right, it's in the city limits.
Oh,
Yes,
it's in the city limits?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
looking at the application, I was a little confused by that, so. So does anybody have anything, any discussion on his application?
Is that the only application we have? We don't consider other ones that have
Did we post it?
applied?
Should post it first.
Do we need to? Okay, all right.
That,
So then I guess we don't need to give any really, direction on that then, other than please post it and get the ball rolling on that?
Right, then we'll take it to council and kind of just get some direction. How long do we want to post it for? A couple of weeks, a month?
Sure.
Put a timeline on it.
Yeah, let's bring it back next meeting and make a decision then.
So you're saying you need some direction from us? So we would like to post it for 30 days maybe, or what?
Right.
I don't think there's any clear written on how long we have to do it. It's kind of, we have one now that we have on hand that was from the last time we had it open. But anybody can turn one in at any time.
Yeah.
So it's just to get maybe a better quantity
So can we post it?
in the
and-
pool.
And have any new submissions by next board meeting and try to make a decision then?
Right.
So
We could do that, make a recommendation to council.
we need a motion for something like that, or just talking about it?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
We're good.
Is that good with everybody? I think that's good.
Yeah, did this person know that we would be looking at them today? I mean, do they know that, or, okay.
The person that's in here, they don't, did they even know that there is an open position? or-
We did not contact them.
Okay, so he doesn't know then. Okay. All right. Ricky, you want to take over?
I will. Sorry I'm late. Doesn't happen very often, but every once in a while, I have to be superintendent, so. Sorry about being late.
Item 8.
We just.
Item eight.
Yeah,
Wow.
item eight.
I'm going faster than I go. Discuss and give staff direction advertising for the top B board vacancy. What's that?
That was 7.
That was
That's-
7.
We're on 8.
Number 8. I'm reading number 8.
We're,
No, no,
we're
no,
not
no.
seeing what you're seeing, we're looking over here on this one.
We're looking at the.
Discuss and give. All right, discuss and give staff direction recommending an ordinance to the council authorizing top A EDC, undertake any project that the top B EDC may undertake under chapter 505 of the Texas Local Government Code.
Right, so in your packets, you should have, or did you just hand that out?
It's the memorandum I just.
Right, she just handed out a memorandum. Wow, I can't talk today. I lost it.
If you look on page 2 towards the bottom, the second to last paragraph, it actually speaks directly to this agenda item. Then the rest of it's just extra information that goes along with it that pertains to B and A4.
So is this in reference to the sidewalk thing that they were talking about last time? Okay.
Correct, that or any other possible project.
So if we want to do a project together, then that's what this is addressing.
Right, we
Okay.
have to have an ordinance saying it's okay to do that.
Okay.
And then each one will still have to be brought before the board and council. But this is like the first step, saying it's okay for us to do this.
Are we constrained by the fact that A cannot do everything we can do, so we could only collaborate on what they can do?
I don't think so.
So they can collaborate, they can do anything that we can do if there's an ordinance.
Yes, if there's one.
Okay. So you just need us to say, yeah, let's do an ordinance?
If you choose to, yes.
So
Yeah, well, I mean,
Notice here on page 2, it's saying the top A normally does not have to have a public hearing, but they will have to come underneath our rules in a public hearing if we do that.
Right.
So the city's already authorized type A to fund type B projects back in 2018?
Well, to collaborate, right? This is
Yes.
just for us to work together.
No, I'm just saying that already the city council in May of 2018 enacted an ordinance authorizing type A to fund type B economic development projects. So we're reciprocating with this ordinance, is that correct?
Where are you reading that?
Page
Last sentence,
2.
Two.
so is that saying the same thing?
sorry, I didn't.
Page
last-
2, second to last paragraph, last sentence.
Right. I mean, isn't that what that's saying already?
That's what I thought. It's already
That's what it
saying.
sound- Right, that sounds like it's saying what we're trying to do, to me. And they authorized, city council authorized that back in May of 2018.
I know that we don't currently have an ordinance. I haven't found one. I did speak with the city attorney. He says that he doesn't know of one. It was discussed at one point, but as far as he knows and I know, I haven't found one.
So where is this thing from 2018 that was enacted?
It just didn't get done, sounds like. So can you just do it based on that?
It says the city council enacted an ordinance, so you're saying you didn't put the ordinance together, but they voted for it to be in place? I mean, very strange. So
Not surprising.
who prepared this document?
It's from our city attorney.
So do we just need,
But it says, yeah, it says that A did this.
well, he thinks there should be one anyway.
Okay.
So what do you need from us? Do we need to vote again?
You
Or,
don't have to vote, you just do the recommendation whether you want a board to be able to do the project that y'all do and y'all can collaborate, or you don't, and then we take y'all's recommendation to council if that's what you want to do.
And they do, like it says they've already done.
And then they'll discuss, and if they approve it, then we'll get an ordinance.
are you sure?
Does anybody know if there's a time constraint on how long that we can have this enacted, or is this something that can stay valid for eternity?
If it's an
Until-
ordinance, then I would think
Right.
until you, until
Well,
you,
can you ask the lawyer again, because it says here that it was enacted,
Well, for A,
Yeah, but that's,
but that's what we're doing here, is we're
what
trying
we're
to
doing
enact
here.
an ordinance letting a fund B project,
which has already said they already did it.
right, but they said they've already done.
So I would say that, yeah, if it's not done, go ahead and do it, because it's already been, it says right here, it's already supposed to have been done.
And
my
realistically,
opinion.
if we let type A run it, and we just come alongside them, then it's their baby. We just tag team.
I don't think that's what this is saying. This is just saying if we're doing a project that only B can do.
They can
A
give us
can't
money.
do, this ordinance will allow A to then still be able to come do it with us.
Right.
Even though by themselves they couldn't do it, so it couldn't be like give it to them as their baby. Our support, it'd be our baby with their support.
Correct.
Right.
Right, and A may have passed an ordinance saying they can do that, but what we're doing today is, you're saying, yes, we agree with that, if that makes sense.
Make it so. Do we need,
Vote that or just
do we need to vote?
It's just direction to council, staff.
everybody on board with that?
I am. Yeah.
All right, discuss and give staff direction authorizing changes to park hours.
I believe we had Councilman Johnson that had some feedback on that.
Good afternoon. On this park hours that we changing, I want to change. There's a few of us, on the council that want to change this. I think it's a good idea for the reasons of what goes on over at the park at certain times over there.
What
We
goes
was
on?
thinking maybe Sunday through Thursday, like 10 o'clock, Friday and Saturday, 11, 12 o'clock, for just the purpose of what they're doing to the restrooms over there. And they're going to lock the gates and stuff like that if we could get it like that. So
so what about all
What's going
the,
on over there?
tearing the bathrooms up, making slob messes over there for the people.
okay, so what about all the people that walk the trails early in the morning, like at 6 a.m. and
Got
stuff
it.
like that?
That's the thing we're saying. We're going to have them to open them at 6 and close them. That's it, at the
6
time
to
we get,
6?
whatever time, I'm sorry?
Are you saying 6 to 6 or?
No.
Oh.
We'll open them back up at 6 if we have to do it before 6, we could get that done. Well, we've already got it planned out, so. Yes, sir, with the city employees.
So my concern is enforcement of it. How do we make sure? I mean, these people hop the gates and stuff like that.
Well, we're gonna have to get some signs made, just like anything else. You know, there's gonna have to be signs that made what time they close, what time they open, stuff like that, just like normal. We're just gonna have to get some signs made like any other cities that do when they close their parks and pools. Huh?
I think it's midnight is when it closes. I'd have to look at the sign again or the ordinance.
Does
So-
somebody go chase them out at midnight?
Yeah, because I know
Not
that I
necessarily.
drive by
Somebody
at
gonna
11
chase 'em out.
o'clock.
They're never locked.
Playing basketball.
The park's open 24/7, what it is, and that,
So who's gonna lock it? Is the police gonna come around and lock it?
correct, that's, would be their position to do that, yes, sir. We've already talked to them. Huh? Yeah, he said that's not an issue.
Until there's an incident going on and they can't get away.
Like he said, they would handle it.
I'm just throwing scenarios out there. I'm not saying they can't.
Well, I know recently the council rescinded the previous, they used to,
Minor curfew?
the curfew. They used to have curfew, and I know when my daughter was a teenager.
Right, well, that was the law, it was
There's a state
law that was
Now we
passed.
can't do it. The state got rid of that. You can't have a curfew.
Right.
How do we know the bathrooms are being destroyed between dark and sunup?
Well, all you gotta do is look around at night. There's nobody over there, and the last few times that they paint in there, it's been at nighttime. It ain't been during the day. I ride by a lot of times, like Sunday. I went by here Sunday, seen guys grilling out here. I'll stop and talk to them. A lot of people say, well, blah, blah, blah. I'll stop over there and ask the man, I hope you guys gonna clean this up. They had a big thing here Sunday, birthday party. Told me, he said, don't worry about it. We'll have it clean. Anything happened, he said, when we got here, trash was everywhere. But we got dogs that go over there and get into the trash. But these people did exactly what they said. I went back and looked at the bathroom, no complaints. I've been complaining because people been complaining to me about the restrooms.
I don't
So when we
disagree. I was
get
just
people
curious.
complain to council about it, you guys should hear about it.
No, I agree. I was just curious on why we decided that this destroying of stuff was occurring at nighttime when we weren't there. I mean, that's all. I just,
We're not sure. It's just Public Works goes over there first thing, 8 o'clock every morning. They clean, they empty the trash, and then they go back the next morning. So we know it happens sometime in that 24
what
hour
if they went and
period.
started cleaning it before they went home at night, see if it's dirty the next morning?
What's that now?
I'm just
Just try, yeah.
I mean, they could.
I mean, we're blaming basketball players.
We're not blaming, it could be anybody. It's not, you can't blame nobody. What, we gonna go blame somebody that you don't know? Or you gonna go say, I'm a,
At 10 o'clock, so
well, I'm gonna blame Chucky.
basketball.
I'm gonna blame Chucky for it.
His suggestion. Yes.
Well, are you open to letting it be open until midnight so these guys that play basketball late
On
still have
weekends.
access?
Friday and Saturday should be, midnight should be good. During the week,
In the summer, they're playing till all hours.
I'm sorry,
In the summertime, they're playing until all hours.
they play 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
But they won't be able to if we do this.
No, they won't be able to do it all night, but I mean, you gotta think about it. If it's tearing up things or making it worse for people,
Yeah,
I mean, there was already one big fight over there. Supposedly a gun was over there.
yeah.
So, I mean, it's up to you guys. I know what some of the council would like, and that's why I'm speaking, because I see it, you know. And for our bathrooms to get spray painted and tear up, junk thrown all over, that they gotta come clean after midnight because these guys don't pick up. Now, that's I blame on basketball people, throwing their bottles and cups everywhere when the garbage can's over there. But the bathrooms, I can't say who it is.
Yeah.
But it just, you know, it's been going on a while. And
I don't see that shutting it down for an extra hour or two is gonna make any difference. It's gonna happen when it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know.
Happen at 7, 8,
It might not.
midnight,
Who knows?
3, 6 in the morning.
Okay, but if you put down a curfew with the park being shut down, correct? Now, you got patrol officers running the area, so is that not correct? Okay, their job is to make sure, what are they doing over there? What are they up to? But as long as we doing what we're doing, always just look, it's gonna get worse.
Let me ask you this scenario. So if we enact this thing, we shut the park down at 11 o'clock on weekdays, 12 o'clock weekends, open back up at 6, and it's still trashed, what do we do now?
I don't see that happening.
I don't see it stopping.
Huh?
You haven't proved that it's getting trashed during those hours after 10.
Okay, but if you go over here and look, what time do you get up in the morning?
I get up about 5 o'clock.
Well, go over here and look. 5 o'clock in the morning when all these guys leave.
You know, I agree, it may be dirty, but I'm wondering if it was dirty the night before, you know what I mean?
Well, these guys get over there and clean it up. I
At
mean,
8 a.m.
huh?
At 8 a.m.
do in the
It could
morning.
get trashed at 4 in the afternoon, or at 6, or at 2 at night. We don't know.
We
No,
don't
it's
want,
at nighttime when it's happening. I mean, I ride by, I run through here at least 7 days a week, back here.
well, I
I'll
think,
spot everything. I'm the cop of this town, if you want me to ask you the truth.
Ray, I think we all probably run through the town a lot. I mean, Ricky goes by there probably.
I don't
dozen
see a lot
times
of them.
day. What's
How's
that?
that?
I would think everybody runs through the town and sees, I mean, we all see what's going on over there. I mean,
New news to me.
and I think,
My fear, Chuck, is if they're not playing basketball, then not,
What do they do?
maybe they're breaking in and not call.
Well, that's
I would
fair.
rather them be playing basketball at midnight than walking around checking doors or vehicles.
Let's give them something to do.
can we put more lights up, maybe some cameras to kind of prove what's going on? I don't know. I think your intentions are good. I mean, I don't disagree with you. I don't want the park to be destroyed and torn up at all. I just hate to penalize kids who really don't have anything else but to come
No,
down
I
and play at the
understand
park.
exactly what you're saying, but at midnight, they shouldn't be out here running around anyway over here.
I remember when we built these new bathrooms, there was a discussion on maybe having some cameras and stuff to,
I mean, you could probably
did
invest,
it,
you
but-
could invest the money to do an automatic locking system where it locked at night by.
And that's the thing that was gonna happen with the restrooms. They're gonna lock them down at all the same time. What's that?
I would be in favor
Of locking
Yeah,
down
that's
the
what-
bathrooms.
of locked up at a certain amount of time, for sure.
Yeah.
We
Then-
did
but
discuss
then
that
when-
at a
but then-
staff meeting this morning about the options for that. And I believe, do you have,
Well, we got a guy right here. He stays till late. so we
if
can
you
have
do
him
that
stay
though,
here and-
and they have to go to the bathroom, then they're just gonna go walk behind the bathroom and go to the bathroom, you know?
Yeah.
But if they're tearing them up, a lot of times they probably don't even use the bathroom.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yes, we did speak about the potential of having the doors locked, but still be able to exit in case of an emergency out of the bathroom. As far as security in the park itself, that would have to be an executive session. We cannot speak in open session on security.
There you go.
Are you wanting a recommendation from us or approval from us so that we will fund it? Because I'm sure the council can vote whatever they want to about this at the end of the day.
But I wanted to bring it to you, and somebody else wanted to
Okay, thank you.
bring it up to you guys. Well, you guys heads up first. I mean,
Right.
we're not gonna
because
go run you
you-
back and try to control what you guys do or what you don't do. We just want what we think's right. I mean, the stuff
Well, I
that,
think if we were gonna lock everything down, I would think that you'd start enforcing what already exists and see if it slows down first. I mean, if we're not even enforcing what the current hours are, maybe it's all
What are the
happening.
current hours?
Do what?
5 to 12.
So maybe you enforce that first and see what happens, and then go from there. I don't know.
I hate to have a police officer come lock the bathrooms at midnight. Could they do that?
yeah, I'm sure city manager could talk to him about it, or whether for him to talk to him than me, but yeah,
Have them do that?
which
Yeah,
can be a
there-
problem.
if there's the desire to have those doors locked, I would highly suggest automated systems
I
rather
agree.
than having,
What's that?
you know,
When we talked about that automated lights,
even if it costs several $1,000s, over time, that would pay for itself in human
I agree.
resource costs.
we did an automated light system also, though. If you want to set
Yeah.
it at 12,
Yeah,
the lights just go off, so
yeah.
it's done. I mean, it's done.
As far as the basketball court lights, it's been brought up before that, you know, we're wasting money leaving them on all night. Well, they're just like a street light, and that's what United Co-op charges, is just a flat monthly fee. They're not metered, they just pay us we pay them a flat monthly fee, that's it, just like a street light.
Doesn't matter how
Trying
much.
to add some security too.
That's also for the other lights for for the baseball fields.
But based on what Don was saying, it's gonna be that much regardless.
And there's also the walking trail lights that are on there. Now those lights are metered. But as far as the lights on the basketball court, when they put them in, it's just a flat monthly fee, just like a street light is.
But that's what a lot of people complains about, lights being on, kids being over there all night, stuff like that too. I mean, when I was a kid, I mean, I knew what was right was wrong because of my mother, but a lot of people don't have, today, these kids don't have any parents that tell them what to do. It's okay to hang out all night. My parents wouldn't let me out if I was out at midnight, boy, I better have a better reason. That's me. But,
True, but if I can say, you say people are complaining that they're over there playing basketball.
with the lights on all night, nobody's over there half of the time. I mean, lately, there haven't been many people over there at night.
I mean, as far as the lights, I think we
Well, I don't care
squash
about
that
the lights.
issue, but as far as them being over there playing, other people have made comments, I'd rather have them over there playing than wandering the streets.
Well, at midnight, like he said, I agree
See
with him.
Where
Get
they're
'em
at.
out.
Well, it doesn't, if it's 2, 3 in the morning.
Okay, Ray, what if we investigate a little bit more about locking the door?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So
You do,
maybe-
that's why I'm bringing it just for you guys to do what you know.
I'd like to make a motion to table this, and then with, maybe investigate, maybe for the next board meeting, the cost to automate the locking system and the,
If we're gonna shut the park.
There's no motion.
you don't have to table it?
Just give
Oh, is it
direction.
discussion? Okay.
So if you could bring us back some bids on, automated locking.
But on another thing, if we're gonna do what we're saying, if it does happen, we need to have a sensor on there to cut them off at a certain time and come on at a certain time. And like you said, people to do the walking, they got lights and everything still in the morning, 'cause being dark.
I think we're talking mainly about the locking of the doors in the bathrooms, so they wouldn't destroy the bathrooms. I don't know if it's all the bathrooms, the ones up by the dugouts?
Mainly been the ones by the concession stand.
Oh, has it really? Okay.
Yeah, there hasn't been any damage other than they get dirty, the ones.
Is there any reason we just can't keep those locked all the time unless there's an event going on?
A lot of the people use that walking trail, they stop, go to the restroom, kids play on the upper playground up there, use the restroom.
Okay, that's
I
fair.
think if we automate the locks on those doors, though, that ought to help.
Yeah.
So we're looking at automating the doors, and maybe that comes with a camera system or something, I don't know. I mean,
We can look into that
Good prices.
definitely.
I wonder if there's a way we can have summer hours and winter hours, so that way, I mean, at 10 o'clock at night in the middle of winter, nobody should be out there because it's cold. So with an automated system and then the ability to change that for winter or summer, so that way we give the leeway for the summertime kids who are there at midnight and it's still 92 degrees out. So,
Hey, that could be November.
Yeah, but.
yeah, then, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
January day where it's 85 degrees and then
Yeah.
it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
true.
All right, guys, I just want to bring it up to you guys. I appreciate you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Ray.
All right, discussing give direction on mobile portable traffic signs.
I was hoping we had something to put up. Basically, I was looking at getting some portable traffic signs. You can either get them by a stand, or they can be put on like a trailer hitch and stick off the back of a vehicle, or they can be set out on a trailer, kind of like TxDOT does, saying, hey, road closed, blah, 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 blah. I had some quotes that I've gotten. I want to know if you guys would be interested in doing this for the community and possibly purchasing 2 of these, and then we can bring back the actual options and quotes and things like that. And a good example was like when they have their cross-country and stuff. It'd be nice to put them out at either end, right there saying, event ahead, slow down. We can use them for the parades. We can use them for Starfest, road closed. There's a lot of different options. Just, they're out there. I wanted to see if you'd be interested in possibly entertaining the option of possibly purchasing some.
It'd be used also for parades and.
Correct. Right. There's a lot of different things, but what kind of brought it to my attention was a lot of the cross-country stuff that's been going on lately, and, people are still trying to drive 45 through there, and you get all the school buses and people trying to cross the street. But we can use them not only for that, but multiple events.
Are these going to say just what you said, event ahead, or is this gonna be
They're
interchangeable?
programmable.
Okay,
You
so
can
it's gonna be a
program them, slow
digital,
down, yes.
talking digital. Okay.
Yeah, I had some quotes on, do we have that in here or not? I didn't.
One ballpark, couple thousand?
If you get the one that you just kind of either sits on a stand or goes in like a trailer hitch, I think they're about $7,000. If you get the one with the trailer, you're about $15,000.
So the trailer one, does it have like a radar on it, or we could say your
They
speed
have
is
that
this?
option that would be more expensive. You could say, yes, this is your speed, slow down, school event. I mean, there's a lot of different options, but
We'll bring in some quotes.
Don, would that allow us to lower the speed limit during those events? Because that would be a school activity. We should lower it to
I don't
the
know if
school
we can
zone.
actually lower the speed limit event.
that a
because
TxDOT
it's
issue?
a TxDOT road, but I think we should be okay saying event ahead, please slow down.
Okay.
We'll have to check on that, on the legality of it.
Tells you speed limit, slow down, or
Right.
whatever. That'd be the best one to get. If you want the best one, you're gonna buy it. I mean, people have got the money to spend it.
Yeah, I'll bring them back some
Don't be
options.
trying to
Get
buy the little one.
invest in it, get the good one.
I think that speed limit indicator, regardless what the speed limit is, whatever we set it for that moment, people are gonna get below it when they see it, even if it's
Yeah.
not legally the speed limit.
Right,
So we slow them down, I think that.
right. A lot of those you can set to where it'll start flashing at a certain speed.
Just my personal opinion, I think if we're gonna spend the money on it, we should get a trailer that has a speed limit and something you could post and get 2 of them, so that this, I'm surprised the police department didn't have any already.
We do have one that was bought back when Rocky and them were still here, a little trailer, and we kind of help them build it. And it doesn't program the messages, but you could program the speed, and you can put like, say it's a school zone, you could put a 20-mile-an-hour speed zone sign on it, and then you could program when it comes on and off.
You could use them to advertise events and stuff too. Up
Yeah,
there.
but that particular one that we have, or the police department or whoever purchased back then, will only do the speed. And it's, solar operated and a battery, and it wasn't taken care of, unfortunately. And that's all it's good for. And then we've put it out by the school a few times, but it's kind of hard to do because that's something that really needs to kind of go off the street, and around the school, there's really no place to put it, short of being in somebody's front yard where you can't really see it.
Yeah, it has a lot of emergency management uses too, boil water notice and, whatever.
Oh, I agree, yeah.
God forbid.
Pursue giving us a quote next week.
Okay.
Do the good one.
Radar included.
Do the good.
Yeah, and I'll try and send you guys a little link that kind of shows a little demonstration of it as well.
Okay.
Police department's okay with this? I mean,
They're okay with it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I've discussed it. Chief Kidd.
And I've got one quick question. If we buy them, are we essentially letting anybody in the city use them?
That's
Do we have
something
any
we can talk
control
about.
over that?
We can set some parameters and rules. Well, I mean,
Right, that's not
more
even
than
like
likely,
the
that's where they'll
We'd
be
like to have that.
stored.
Get B-board to pay for it.
Like I said,
But-
we utilize for tons of.
We won't let
It
TxDOT
could
use
be,
it, they'll tear them up.
it's for the community, so if
No, I understand. I just,
they or
I just want to make sure that
ISD or ISD had an event, said, hey, can we use these signs?
as long as
we
the
can set
same,
parameters.
as long as the same people are bringing them out and they know how to operate it and all that jazz, so.
I could see them, all of a sudden, every time we have something going on in Keene
And don't tell Paul not.
that's,
Too bad.
construction issues or water mains break. I mean, they're all of a sudden they're being drug everywhere and getting, pretty soon they're not nice anymore and everything, but,
Right.
so.
We can set some parameters.
Okay.
All right, possible direction about agenda format change.
If y'all look at the next 3, I guess, different types of documents in your packet, you have what the agenda could look like, what your red lines could look like, and what your minutes could look like.
Oh, is that what all that was? I was wondering why there was so many agendas in there.
Council has approved, formatting changes and adding some minutes to their agenda, and trying to get everybody
Which example is the one the city's using now? City council.
I got all mixed up.
close to all to what you have in your packet. At the very back of your packet are all the different.
Like this is an example of one?
So the one that kind of has the bold underlining,
Oh, I see. Okay.
This,
You want it back?
Bold.
No, need it. Yeah, it's
Well,
right
what is
there.
this
Got
one?
it already.
that
There's
is,
3 items.
that's a,
So all of these things that you're in here are just the new ones then?
Yes, it's a suggestion.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I mean, it's just,
We should do whatever the
just
city's
do
doing.
whatever the city's doing.
Yeah.
Care about that.
is that the one the city's doing with the underlines?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's fine.
yeah,
Whatever the city's doing is fine.
Looking for.
We don't need to vote on that? Okay,
no, it's
Yeah.
just after.
that's fine. Okay.
Thank you.
I think we need to go into general session to discuss appointment of board member.
No, we're gonna put it
We're
on-
gonna
on
wait.
advertising.
Ask for,
We're gonna get more applications.
Just as a comment, this one that did apply is, he's rock star guy.
Cool.
That's right here, so he would be the guy that would come to every board meeting,
yeah,
get involved in committee activities.
Yeah, he looked like he was pretty good.
yes.
I recommend him apply. He wants to be involved, so he's outside the district, so he can't be on the school board and stuff like that, 'cause he lives like 25 minutes out.
Yeah.
right?
Anyway, okay. So nothing for executive?
No, sir.
You can talk about future agenda items, anything additional, talk about.
Before we'd ask about sidewalks, and TxDOT and connecting the existing sidewalks to the park.
Yeah, I did find the drawing, so to speak, that our engineers had presented back to whoever it was, Molly or you guys years ago. Kind of where it would go down Eastern, up Pecan, across Fairview to the park, and then back like towards Swallow and that way and everything. Some of that, yeah, looks like a good idea. We can definitely look into that. We're still trying to figure out how much money we got left in the current sidewalk funds that we've been continuing on Eastern, and see where we can go. But we're kind of at a spot there on First Street where all that water drains down into that culvert, so it's probably going to have to be engineered, which is probably going to eat up a good chunk of what money we do have left in our sidewalk fund, and then kind of go from there.
So, just want to make sure I understand you right. When I bring up a future agenda item that I'd like to talk about, about connecting the park to the existing sidewalk system, what is your answer to that?
It's definitely going to have to be engineered. It's not just, I mean, we can talk about it. and
Well, we're
make
talking
an
about it right
agenda
now. I
item.
mean,
I'm sorry, what?
We're talking about it right now. What do we have to do to, if the board wants to take the next step to move that forward?
The big step would be, let's invest some money to our engineering firm to really look at it and see what is the plausible. What I have now is just kind of like a highlighted, this is a great plan, but nobody's actually gone out and going, okay, this guy's driveway needs to be fixed, a new approach has to be put in, these utilities are going to have to be moved, or do we even have enough right of way? Are we going to have to get easements and things of that nature? So we need to basically get directions saying we authorize you to spend X amount of dollars on engineering, surveying, and all that. That would be the next step.
Going as far,
You put it on the November
yeah.
agenda.
Can you, could you have a conversation with Swallow to see if they might be willing to either donate an easement on their side or allow us to use their property with an agreement to put a sidewalk on it? Because it would come most all of the way down.
Right. To connect to the existing in front of the gym.
And go past those apartments.
Well, I mean,
and-
Swallow already has a sidewalk that's all the way to the dam almost. Originally, we talked about with them years ago, a verbal agreement, yeah, we'll let you put a sidewalk on our property that exists, that ties into ours, so you don't
Right.
have to put one all the way down, and then bring it on down to the park. I was just asking if we could have a conversation with them about it.
I don't think they'd have a problem with that.
Yeah, we can do that, definitely.
To put it on the west side of the road
Tie into their sidewalk.
and
that
then
goes
have a
in front.
crosswalk across.
Correct. What do you think? Frank?
Yeah.
We can continue our discussion on the next agenda.
Today, we had a first responder lunch at the school where all of my guardian marshals and administrators, Lieutenant Burgers, our first responders. I just want to give a shout out to Sheriff Keene, Chief Warner, Chief Kidd. We had over 40 law enforcement people.
Oh,
at
wow.
the school eating lunch with our people today.
Nice.
We've had 3 before, we've had 1 before, we've had 5 before, but over 40 today.
Good grief.
Those 3 guys, leaders of our first responders, was amazing.
Awesome.
Good.
Shout out to those 3 guys.
Yeah, good. We'll pass that on.
For future items, I talked with Don and Cheryl before the meeting. I noticed that the Sonic Playground Park is in really bad disrepair. He said there might be some opportunity for us to partner with them and help them out with.
Pay for the mulch, I mean?
Yes, add some mulch or something.
Using that facade, the facade
Yeah,
grant.
I know. There was something about, I'm not real familiar with it, but I know there was something about a facade grant, some money or
Got on
something.
about 8 years ago, we did that too.
We did.
Right, so that's,
Burned a couple times.
that's something we can bring back as well.
If the board wants to, I think it's nice.
Yeah, we have.
No, that's all. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Second? Second. All right, thank you guys. Sorry about